Hi, I'm Jan.
I'm Tracy, and we just made it to London.
We are in business class. We got upgraded, which has never happened, so we're going to enjoy it. All right, so after about 8 hours of flying, 4,800 miles from Houston to London, we are only actually about less than halfway done with our travel. We're going to grab our bags, and then what we have to do is make our way to the train station. We're taking the Heathrow Express. Actually got our tickets early, which is always a benefit. All right, so we made it to the Paddington station. Now what we have to do is find the tube to go to King's Cross. Yeah, that King's Cross station.
We've made it onto our train, and it's going to be leaving in about 20 minutes, and it's going to be the express train to Edinburgh. Isn't that pretty? We're in Scotland.
We made it to Edinburgh, but the traveling continues. So now we're going to go get a taxi and go get a car. We are in the Kennycraig, the line for the Kennycraig ferry, very early in the morning as we get ready to go over to the Isle of
Islay.
Isle of Islay. So we are right now on the ferry, kind of a neat area. We'll look around here in a little bit. But this is not the only sea transportation we have on this trip, because on Tuesday, which is about 5 days, we get onto the Atlas World Traveler, new cruise line, as we go from Edinburgh all the way to Dublin. So yeah, we're going to look around the ferry here.
One of the things we loved about this ferry is that it offers breakfast in their cafeteria. Considering we got up at 4 a.m. to make sure we were on the ferry by 6, the breakfast was much appreciated and inexpensive. All of this for about £9 per person.
Beyond the cafeteria, there are 2 lounges available for passengers to relax in during their crossing. And if you have a pet, not a problem. They got them covered too.
We have gotten off the ferry, and we are now on the Isle of Islay, which is the 5th largest island in Scotland. It's the 8th in the British Isles. There's 3 major industries that are here. The first largest is agriculture, and you can see just absolutely this bucolic scenery, which is absolutely beautiful. The 3rd largest is tourism, and we're happy to participate in that. And then the 2nd largest is distillery. There are 9 Scotch distilleries that are on this island. Now, it is the only Isle of Islay that you have those peaty scotches, kind of that campfire scotches, which I absolutely love. Tracy, not so much. So where the ferry came in was up in the northern portion of the island. We're having to drive down to the southern portion where you have Lagavulin. Lefroy is down there. I think Ardbeg is down in the south. So we're going down there for the Lagavulin to their tasting warehouse experience. We have about 30 minutes to get down there, so shouldn't be a problem at all. It is raining, but in the British Isles in September, that's just kind of to be expected. So, but absolutely beautiful, beautiful scenery. We just got done with our tasting experience here at a Lagavulin distillery. What was really cool is we had Ian MacArthur, who has been working here for 53 years. He's kind of a Lagavulin legend, as he was called. Really nice tasting, a lot of different things to taste. Just a really nice time here.
And when we went here, what we figured out was if you go with the tasting, one person's driving, they'll actually give you a little to-go taster.
Yes. So I smelled, but I didn't taste yet. Okay, tasting's coming later. But really, absolutely worth it here.
Right down the road from Lagavulin was the Lefroy distillery, so we stopped by.
2 months earlier, we had tried to book a tour at Lefroy, but it was already full.
However, they have a nice visitor center with a small museum telling the story of the Scotch.
And they have a nice tasting room to taste their whiskeys.
After visiting Lefroy, we drive back through Port Ellen and begin to head back to the northern portion of the island.
Despite the rain, we have one more distillery to visit.
Bunnahabhain.
Bunnahabhain was established in 1881, making it one of the younger Scotch distilleries on the island.
For example, Ardbeg began in 1794. This most northern distillery on Islay didn't even have a road to it until 1993. Before then, all of their whiskey was moved out by boat from this pier.
After meeting up with our fellow guests, we are escorted into the working area of the distillery by our guide, who was fantastic.
Around that time in 2020.
This is where the magic happens, Jen.
Yep.
As the tasting experience was named, we entered Bunnahabhain's warehouse number 9 to get to know these whiskeys a bit better.
It's definitely Bunnahabhain whiskey and it's unpeated, but then I'll tell you what you're drinking after you've had your first sip.
All of our samples were drawn right from the cask, giving us a unique experience, and each were very good.
As we completed our tour, we got to see the stills where the whiskey is made. As we leave Bunnahabhain, after our first full day in Scotland, we are quickly falling in love with the countryside and its people.
But there is so much more in store for us tomorrow as we drive to the Isle of Skye. Continue on with our adventures by watching this video, and as always, keep on traveling.